on the defense. A quick entry into that C side. Came up for a second as G2.
Oof, and dapr gives up the sight but takes it back just in time as randyySAVAGE steps up and knocks 2 out of the park. The kills traded back, a 2 for 2. The spike plant delayed for just a moment. Meanwhile, the IGL and Mitch, he's playing the long con here. Wippie be the first one up out towards logs. He gets spotted. He still finds a kill with low HP. ShahZaM there on the trade has the read IGL versus IGL, but Mitch will win it out. Now OXG to tap onto the spike, goes halfway with it and wants to take the fight. The player inside garage. It's Mitch to start to creep up. OXG wants to defuse. He comes off and finds the shots through the wall. This round belongs to G2. Find a kill on the smokes here for Oxygen. No dash on through, jumping through. Okay, Mitch awarded 1 for his troubles. They managed to find another. That's Verno to pick that one up, the support player of Oxygen. And I mean, how many times are we gonna get that? How many times will we see this pwny OXG head to head? First couple of rounds, it seems like OXG was absolutely clearing Oxygen. The pwny finally feeling a little less reserved, finds that first kill, and that spike's been planted.
In a 4v5 now that they have to play for Oxygen. Good opportunity for them to get away with this first round. Oh, it's ShahZaM.
It's a good start. Smokes down again. Scuba the first to fall. Last week we had the stats of how important this guy is to stay alive in any situation. He's been gone early. Unfortunately for G2, they're taking way too long to get this one set up, so it's all about playing containment here. They obviously want to hang on to their weapons just as much as Oxygen do, but a big hit. The bodies start to drop, and they'll run right into the welcome arms of dapr, who's got himself. Guardian will send out a couple of shots. Unfortunately, they won't land, so the round will go the way.
The buy wasn't the greatest, but G2 can play it back here.
pwny does it again.
Oh,
dapr the next one to fall. ShahZaM, I mean, just completely unsuspecting. I think was trying to deal with that utility. Does do so, but pays for it with his life. I'm sure Mitch died early in this round, but Oxygen have taken full control of the rest of it. And that's forced Penny and Wippie to just hunker down across the map.
Absolutely not what G2 was expecting at all. With 2 players on side with the killjoy utility as well, they thought the 2 players was going to be enough to slow it down, but with pwny on top of the board, it is a little bit more difficult to predict. As Oxygen, they play this 4v2 and they're gonna make things even 2-2.
We'll say it feels criminal that OXG isn't on Oxygen. It does feel... my brain...
Going to the A side again.
His same hit out towards long. Recon bolt tries to reveal the defenders. So they fight their way through sewers. Penny and Wippie hop their way into the kill feed, and these are the rifles that were saved. And they might have just saved the round, but with that, Mitch and Scuba hot on their heels were the 3 defenders of G2, so they'll head elsewhere.
G2 might be able to get it in time, might be able to catch the timing here, but no, the spike is going to be planted. 2v3, even after the numbers advantage that they had early on in G2, and Penny, good for 3.
Penny having a huge round, cementing that the save was the right call. Will eventually be dealt with, but the footsteps were heard, and with that, Mitch has got the Rolling Thunder online. And that spike planted in such an awkward spot. Aftershock could be used for that one. Nanoswarms go through, that'll stop the push from Garage. Out goes the Rolling Thunder, both players affected by that. Is there a way to get the Aftershock into the play? Flashpoint comes through, both blinded, but dapr will find the kill. And now OXG's had enough of it. This time he's got an operator in hand. First shot goes wide. The rest of the team, they're all right here, unbeknownst, obviously, to OXG. But he's got to get out of dodge. Keeps the players to worry about. Bladestorm also available here for pwny.
Gonna give a little bit of space, but with the Sky as well playing around OXG, there's a good opportunity to allow them to back up in time.
You should run.
They don't find anything up close.
Man, I mean, they just muscle their way into sewers to get this lockdown through. That Aftershock won't deal with it, doesn't do enough damage to the operator's call, and OXG decapitated, and pwny does it again.
And OXG was backing up, stayed just a little bit longer, tried to get his one, and again, pwny gets the best of him. this time around with that Blade Storm as the Rolling Thunder is ready. Queue up for Penny to go for this retake.
Oof, no way, pwny. Stunned, still finds one. Still alive, by the way. Has a judge. Is about to be a problem. 3 kills on the round. And OXG refused to give anything up to G2 Esports here. And with that, ShahZaM and Wippie on their heels as they walk away.
Happen. Just still a commit towards C. This is a split though, but it has to work out. Hunter's Fury though. To catch a couple of them. And G2 already on top of it.
pwny's still alive on the site though, and is causing havoc. Recon Bolt comes out, and it's just a moment too early. Not quite on the angle. Here comes the first. Next up for the second. Unfortunately, Verno just not healthy enough to win that duel. Oxy, it got a little sloppy for a second, but the cloud burst was everything he needed. And G2 managed to secure out how to play player down, which I don't think we got the player down stats, but we got the economy down stats, and it wasn't great for G2. They didn't necessarily win those rounds all the time as Scuba is allowed to finish that ultimate. ShahZaM will allow it, but then he gets punished for doing so. pwny works his way on, has the blades. ShahZaM now in an awful spot as this just starts to work his way around. Some way, somehow does it again. The operator is null and void.
Oh, pwny has to reposition here, and it doesn't matter. Gets this second one before getting shot down. It seems like goodbye. But that wasn't the greatest. Could be enough for OXG. Opted dapr though.
Dapr's got 3. He's so low, and Verno will on the player's client. That one hasn't quite come to live servers.
Can't wait.
Just yet. ShahZaM, though, gonna get stunned up. Wippie holds the line. That aftershock will eventually deal with the sky as dapr sends a couple of invisible bullets into randyySAVAGE, and well, randyySAVAGE is now the one who's been turned invisible into a ghost. He'll go. dapr has to do it again. Swaps to the Vandal. Verno with a good plant spot back sight. First fight taken. That one goes away of dapr. Now he's able to try again. The Owl drone comes through. Swarm grenade. Try and deal with the Sova on the opposite side of the box. Verno peeks and dapr finally gets it done. Wins the 1v1, takes the round, and G2 grow their lead.
So well played, and we're going with a back and forth between that buy with the sheriffs and who's gonna get away with it. This time around is gonna be G2 and dapr specifically with a crazy flank as well. The opportunity that Oxy was waiting for, right? Getting that first kill. Now it happens, but so many ultimates come back and forth. The lockdown coming next.
And you just have to have full faith here, right? That lockdown will deal. The Hunter's Fury will deal with the lockdown, and the rest of the team can hang out here on the site. Nobody has to move, and they do so. It's good for 2, but they're traded right back. A Rolling Thunder knock up randyySAVAGE. Verno, however, undetected, unsuspected, and randyySAVAGE stunned up. Doesn't matter. It's all up to Wippie. Low HP on one, but full HP on the other. Stuck inside the drone. The tag is there, and this basically seals the deal as they spray back and forth onto the spike. There's no time. The first jump peek round where Wippie does not take damage is also the first time we see Oxy push like this, and they're just ready for it.
No way to look down for a second, but again, pwny ready to react. ShahZaM is the last one alive. A 1v4. The spike that's gonna get planted towards C.
Wow. I mean, that is a
A bit more, especially when you lose that pistol round so early for OXG. First pick as well. Mitch is gonna take care of the breach on the other side.
And nothing given here into this A link, so Mitch was just allowed to tee off when the players that crossed. pwny finds 2. For OXG, Mitch matches that same, and Verno, much like the pistol round, will find 1 kill. His name into the kill feed. Standing right in the middle of the site. That's not too incredibly telling. Wippie, familiar position as Paranoia goes through. That'll affect the player here at default. Wippie down to 28 HP. Shrouded step to try and get to safety. And if you're OXG, you have to go. You have to do it right now, and that's exactly what they do. They're running out of time as randyySAVAGE works his way through. Penny just has to try and hang on. Stunned up was 1. Taken down was another, but 2 players too many. As OXG retake this site, and they do so with just enough time.
pwny, things can get real scary.
When pwny, I thought might actually have been seen, but they thought they did enough. Going up and over the top, though, was Oxy.
Looking for him.
Tries to answer the operator, but gets nothing. mean, they have the space, sure. Don't find the kill, so no trade there. Spike gets planted. When he's still in the angle, 5 players still alive.
No ult, so no breach for G2.
I mean, it's just the firing squad. Another one of those 20%ers for G2. ShahZaM on the back line is going to try and hang on, but that stinger, the funny gun, sometimes things just don't go your way. They're completely expecting here. dapr finds a way to make it work. The spike goes halfway, but they take the 2v1 duel instead of leaving it into the hands of Verno. They both hop.
It's the first match that they have against G2, and now they have the chance to get away with this map. Another first blood. How many has it been? Way too many for pwny.
And you know what? The Oxygen fans are saying, hey, just enough. It's been just enough. Actually, it hasn't been enough, pwny. We want more. Give us.
It's just insane. More. I mean, one of the best stats for this map for sure is gonna end up for pwny.
Yeah. The first bloods, and we mentioned it too, right? Scuba having a very slow start to this game, but as soon as we swap sides, defense is where this smokes player really starts to come alive. pwny now. Narrowly missing out there. Only an elbow spotted. Moxie, but he knows where the op is. Maybe they'll look to head elsewhere. That spot on the jet, though, and just Oxy alone, that spot all of the defenders out this way. And unfortunately, also the attackers.
I mean, everybody has been pretty close towards that east side, maybe towards B, thanks to randyySAVAGE, but now for G2, I mean, you only have 3 players alive. And with the time running out, yeah, Oxygen's gonna allow this play to happen. They have the numbers.
I mean, and everybody is... they're not playing well connected, to say the least. One gonna push through the smoke. All the util being tossed on. Now ShahZaM finds 2, though, evens the odds and backs away from it all. And it might not matter. The individual plays might pay off. That's exactly what G2 want to do again, right? Do not let them... do not allow them the time to play around the map to actually set up any semblance of a retake. But, I mean, it's a tap on the spike. No retake needed. They stall for now. randyySAVAGE wants to get aggressive. Smoke goes down. Flashes go out. Oxy looking the wrong way. And randyySAVAGE, 1.5 as Verno closes out the kill onto Wippie. Penny still worse for wear. A couple attackers still on this site. dapr going to creep his way through the garage, but I believe will be met by the drone. Mitch back site, however, it's absolutely nothing. And a lockdown on the site should secure it here for G2. Scuba will take his leave and look to play the crunch.
Oh, and it could be good here with this off angle. For ShahZaM, could be expecting it. Yeah, react in time. Good flick. The scuba goes down. Everybody's so low for G2, but it doesn't matter. The spike's going to be planted. It's up to pwny and Verno.
ShahZaM has to just play disconnected. No way back into this one. dapr spot top the box, so they know the high-low is there. Well, they know the high is there. I guess they don't really know about the low just yet. Verno going hunting with the shock dart. Can't quite find the catch. Now the pushback site. ShahZaM has dealt with both players here, and default on the swing is the last one standing is pwny. Who better than?
Never moved.
Flash onto just about everybody. Mitch will find the first. That's ShahZaM to fall. The corners go uncleared. Mitch does it again. Shrouded step to safety. pwny with the classic sits down dapr. And this right here, the 80% is anything but that, unless Wippie can some way somehow make this one doable. Teleports away. Has that spike planted. Rifles have been picked up.
Oh, but the trade is there. Oxygen, what a good play. The Sova dying towards mid. Not really an indication, not really the green light for them to rotate. They stay on A, they stay quad. The reposition from Oxygen once again continues to be good. The one holding that C site is the operator for pwny. Stay a little bit longer for Randy. Once he gets his one at least.
Oh man, those flashes confirming that somebody's still there. They sprayed every angle possible and will finally get that kill. randyySAVAGE hurting from that one.
30 seconds left.
Okay, but a life taken.
It's even, yeah.
It was a life given. Over to Verno.
it is good, right? I mean, you lose the numbers, you play a little bit more aggressive to make things even, and they do perfectly. Again, but G2 once again trying to take this A side, and Scuba gets another one.
That's it. There's no way. Penny has a spike, but there's just no way onto the site.
Spike down.
I'm gonna tick away as Oxygen all the breathing room here in this one. dapr can only hope for some extra kills, but that will do it. So the Sage shield does not get full value. The changes to Sage means they heal for a whole lot less. Mitch just goes leaping on through. They deal with the trap wire, and dapr gets nothing for it. So he'll look to retake the duel as Verno plays atop the wall, and randyySAVAGE puts one in the side of his head. His counterpart has fallen. Raise for raise, Cypher to Cypher, but a player ahead are Oxygen. They have the spike planted, and that heal went wide.
It's alright. At least have the numbers here to make it work out, but yeah, they're pretty low, so not something that you have to be happy about, as smoke is gonna be enough to create a little bit more delay. Penny getting close.
And ShahZaM goes fishing through the smoke. Finds one there. Looking to play the crosshair on the pillar. Both players look to swing as Wippie closes it out. And it makes you think if that heal would have hit the intended target, would Mitch been alive?
Wippie, who's now backed up, knows that the play's gonna hear.
Oh, and Oxy peeks out and gets more than he could have hoped for. So he backs away and will eventually start to pick up these kills and escape. Yeah, and they don't hear any aggression through vents. The guiding light doesn't get anything out towards A, so they back away from it. The only two defenders are right here on the site, and I mean, they're gone. As I said that, they've been erased. A wall is up here. Oxy to try and deal with that one as Verno holds the jump. Good reveal. Good information from that neural theft. Oxygen in the driver's seat here. This round number 3. Now the goal is to do it flawlessly. Keep the rifles moving forward against that
Map, and that is exactly what they're gonna do. Double satchel in though for Pony. Doesn't get anything just yet. They're looking for him.
Oh man.
Cannot run away.
Yeah, just nothing there for him. Here comes that showstopper that we mentioned rounds ago.
Wow.
Oxy will get his one. I mean, Oxygen, they had a really good full buy. They bring 4 rifles, maybe 5 with the reinvestment from Scuba into this one, but it is shut down immediately by G2.
With 3 players that were looking and trying to chase Pony, making sure that he doesn't get anything done. This satchels, even the showstopper as well for Oxy to guarantee 1 more kill. Really good scenario, really good play for G2. I think in a way playing into what Oxygen was doing to them in that first map, going for the aggression pick, going on the defensive side and trying to give that element of surprise. It just, yeah, it leaves 2 alive, so the impact and the success has been found.
And speaking of surprise, ShahZaM hops up, plays peekaboo with the 2 that remain here for Oxygen. If you're not expecting the most out of Oxygen, they don't bring the best buy into it, but at the very least, maybe they can get some of dapr's utility early in this round. Oof, nope, they're not gonna get anything. Penny here, finally on the board. Oxy grabs another one. Verno's just stuck in the quicksand. Just doesn't even move, doesn't even try, wants to try and fight his way out, standing still, and that's not how you want things to go.
And the confidence here for G2, playing so aggressive, looking for the last 2 players alive. Scuba and randyySAVAGE looking for 1. Randy will get just that, but their round pretty much impossible for Oxygen.
And just a brief glimpse into the future. 3 players spotted by the camera. Known the 4 information as well. So finally this hit will come on through, and we'll see if it's any good. Satchel comes through. Penny gonna get caught out, taken down with a showstopper. dapr finds the first, make it 3. He's atop the wall, and they were not safe. That was supposed to be their respite, but they had none. The spike is down. ShahZaM is playing chaos, and he's thriving inside of it. Now Scuba in the 1v1 finds a way to get it done.
After the round, they're hoping there's something different in the air for them to get this one. Expected 1 player at the bottom, and it doesn't matter. Verno's gonna take care of Penny.
Yeah, Wippie hurt on the drop too. Pony will swing. ShahZaM there for the trade, but he can't afford to trade like this any longer. Just means of the word.
And immediately ShahZaM goes to back up. Know that they need to get that space early on for Oxygen, and dapr holding onto it. The tag is good as well to take care of it.
Yeah, and again, trades that you just can't afford. Mitch gonna hop away, does survive for now, but with 13 seconds left on the clock, he's just getting run down.
He wants to stay quiet here, try to get a little bit more against Flash. Still, it becomes so much more difficult. G2 once again, though, from the back, he answers back.
Wippie just holding it down. Wippie, if not dapr, it's Wippie here in this situation. And speaking of,
dapr
will toss his hat into the mix. When a resurrection, hats off. He'll need the hat trick. Needs 3 kills. He deals with one wall, walks through another. Tries to find the player planting. It is going to be a safe plant here as all 3 tuck away out towards pillar. Oxygen reared up to find themselves a 4th round. 7-5 is all they hope for. dapr is the one standing in their
main.
Penny, what's Penny looking to do here? Smoke of their own, a Nebula. Pony spotted. Penny gone. He tries to find another, but it's Verno there to trade. Beautiful flashes. Everybody behind. Now everybody just about dead on the side of G2. ShahZaM, Wippie across the map as the last 2 that stand. They have to walk their way uphill into this 2v4, and that spike's been planted.
There is that Cosmic Divide available, but that 2v4 for G2 might be a little too difficult to take. As there it is. Last ultimate available here will be coming through. The stars as well.
They toss out the util. Flash goes through. ShahZaM wants to deal with the player out towards mid. I mean, that's all just an elaborate rouge. Wippie takes down randyySAVAGE. Verno now looking to play the backstab. ShahZaM gives up the space. And Verno happy to take it. Mitch will do exactly. Yep. We flip sides. Oxygen on the defense. Oxy, however, on the attack. And I mean, it's just as fast as you would expect. Wall goes up. Boombot gets heaps of damage, and they deal with the wall as well. But Scuba's here. We'll find the first, but it's traded out almost immediately. Discipline box goes unchecked, and randyySAVAGE capitalizes on the first. Now wants some more in hell. The back and forth continues. Wippie on the second trade. The spike in hand.
It is messy. 2 of the players for Oxygen so low in HP, but make it happen 3v3. Go for the swing, it's a trade.
Yeah, and that, I mean, that's the pony way, right? Just push on forward, force the fights, and win them. Mitch with 70 HP drops down, flashed up. The stack is good. The classics, they just aren't. Run and gun, pretty good there. Oxy quickly collects 2.
One enemy
Verno
remaining.
able to take 1 life with him. So instead of the resurrection, instead, it's the ritual sacrifice of dapr for G2 to try and secure this round. randyySAVAGE, I mean, hoping that somebody will give him something. Also has to pray that he gets a couple of good right clicks. The classics all he's got to work with.
G2 are gonna try to not give him anything here. Because, yep, he's gonna get the spotted. Playing all the way towards alley. For the next round, it is maybe the most important round here for Oxygen. Round number 15. Where they either get that momentum, they make things even, and they make that comeback on that map, or is G2 push the Trailblazers able to find one of the players? We're expecting Verno to be here.
I mean, a one and done position almost grabs another, though, as Penny drops down. There's 2 players that do it, and Scuba just cannot acquire a target there. Here comes that band-aid. ShahZaM out with the regrowth. The team topped off. For Oxygen, they're put in a tough situation.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, that's what I said. This round had to be and has to be everything for Oxygen. It's not done yet. There's still a chance. It's a 4v3. But they need to play this one together. And there's so many angles to take care of on this B site.
One enemy remaining.
G2 once again going aggressive, going for the
30 seconds left.
Seems they might set their eyes elsewhere. No, instead, they double back to this one. Oxy blast backs his way onto the site inside the nebulous smoke. He'll go, looks to fight with randyySAVAGE, and Randy was not ready for it. Now the showstopper's available, and Oxy does it again. 3 for 3 on the ult with kills. Scuba there to answer back. Now with the Cosmic Divide available, that wall dealt with, but so is Scuba. G2, 2 players the lead. Mitch low in HP, and Pony's got an operator, and he does not want to take a fight. He is disconnected from the play and is only hoping that G2 will walk into his crosshair. As dapr looks to do the same with Mitch. Will take the fight inside heaven, wins it out.
Hiding.
And now Pony is not safe.
No, not at all. And stay safe, keep these operator, but everybody hunting for him.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay.
can he run away?
I mean, give him the rocket.
The early convincing pick. Or the only damage is enough, and the information for G2 is enough to work with. Scuba though, trying to answer back, and dapr and the lurk gets shot down. Still though, pretty difficult task. Yeah, whole B control belongs to G2.
Spike
And dapr's
planted.
body gives way for that neural theft, a very safe neural theft. Showstopper
no
out,
way.
blast back, trying to keep him at bay for now. Oxy gonna back away, takes a bit of fall damage as the rocket goes through. Unfortunately, nobody home. Oxy sprays down 2. Scuba there on trade, but again, you just can't afford it if you're Oxygen, and now it's all up to Scuba. Players to worry about, and
Split map. It was all the way inside of Oxy, looking so good, but Pony wanting to prove something else as Oxygen started here on the attacking side.
and they're looking to play the door games here. Pony survives for a moment longer, finds another kill as well. So Pony and Mitch collectively finding 3 kills on the round, but damage dealt. Blood to be shed with Pony down to 22 HP, but Oxygen Esports off to a pretty good start here.
Nobody is gonna be on the C side. The last 2 players for G2 just making that rotation, trying to get something going on for dapr and Wippie.
Spike planted.
Spike's gonna be planted.
dapr caught on the cross, would be not yet spotted. Eventually, dapr will be dealt with. And Wippie's tossed into the Coliseum. Unfortunately, he's only got a sling. Meanwhile, there's 4 lions to worry about. Really sneaks away there, almost getting caught. Here comes that flank. Alarm bot goes out. That one's dealt with, but so are the players. Verno grabs 2 for himself as dapr dances around the door. Eventually falls to the hands of Mitch.
Thanks to that breach.
Yeah, I mean, this time, no dark cover, so they'll take that position out towards Mound. Pony just wants to stride on forward, and I mean, just narrowly making it to safety was dapr. The site has been seized, though. Oxygen, full control of this one, and they want to take more than just that, but ShahZaM picks up 2 huge kills. A paranoia, but a flash to keep him at bay for now is Mitch and Verno. They go toe-to-toe with the Giants that are ShahZaM and the rest of this G2 squad, and unfortunately, they get crushed.
Quick play as well. For ShahZaM on this Omen and everybody else side, but the killer utility so annoying to deal with here for them. A satchel to get a little closer though.
I mean, and this is huge. Just one player alone, Scuba's not even a part of the play, but they were so wrapped up about what he was doing. Wow, this hit happening. It's through tree. It's an A crunch. All of the defenders are just about here as randyySAVAGE finds the first. Pony up for the next. As randyySAVAGE just behind the blast pack. Will find a kill again. Wippie trades back 2. And a good snake bite down at the feet. Makes 2 vulnerable, but nobody there to capitalize. So with that, the 3 that remain for Oxygen will back away. Play inside tree. And it's going to be Wippie. First to contact. So many players looking at him, but he's got all the information. Paranoia, that doesn't land, but it doesn't matter. Shaz cuts it down to the 1. This time around, though, seeming to be that way. Great start here. Rolling Thunder goes through this A site, completely clears it out, except for the player up atop heaven, and that player is ShahZaM, who's been so strong on the map thus far, but just has not been able to close out these rounds for G2, and with that, it sends this attack spiraling back away from this A site. As randyySAVAGE plays the lurk.
Oh, and Oxy's so aware of it. He's gonna push for a little bit closer, but
Toxins going up. One enemy remaining. Spike
They've got the
down
read.
B.
They know that they left the A site. Wandering now around the map like a stray cat on oxygen. Unfortunately, they've just about been sent to the pound. ShahZaM will make sure of it. Out to the with. And unfortunately in this round, pwny did not have the regrowth. So that's a very low Oxy, now a very dead Oxy as the paint shells go out. pwny also a bit of damage at the start of this round. dapr fights back for one. Spike finally planted and now G2 working against the clock. ShahZaM walks up for the first, finds the second as well. pwny's there right behind him. Now everything thrown into the hands of Mitch. And there's a lot of stuff to catch here. It's a full HP killjoy. Just
Showstopper gets used, but at the end of the day, he runs away with his life.
And here comes the man of the hour, ShahZaM. Usually good for a couple, only finds one. The other kill just escapes him on the opposite side of the wall. They're ready for this angle. pwny falls off of it for a second. ShahZaM is there. Make all things right in the world. Now the C site, I mean, it's been completely surrounded by attackers. Wippie in a tough spot. That spike now falling. pwny next one up. ShahZaM probably wants some more. We'll see if he's able to get it as Verno trades things back. V2 is where we land. Both players noted inside waterfall. Shock dart available. ShahZaM pushes on through. 3 rounds left as Verno's forced away. Has to reload. Recon bolt. A player stuck in the corner. This would be a miracle here. ShahZaM is still alive. It's still possible. No, Scuba makes sure. We'll see if they look to take that space behind him. Meanwhile, pwny is creeping on up, and he's about to be met by 2 players.
Oh, and the race turned to answer in time. pwny goes down because of it.
One enemy remaining.
pwny taking care of the situation fully. And yeah, it was gonna be benefiting the side of Oxygen, but we definitely see it better and better the longer it goes on. But with the snake bite, yeah, that's gonna be the indication for Oxygen to go towards that B side. Showstopper trying to find something, but the paranoia is good.
Yeah, good paranoia coming out from G2 to just buy some time. Fortunately, they are still backing away from this B side, so they do concede the position. They'll allow for the plant. Now they're going to try and find themselves here in the retake. Paint shells out for the boom bot to come on through. 2 players inside baby door, and Oxy forced so far away from the fight will actually just get run down as he tosses out paint shells of his own. Doesn't matter. Verno and pwny just on the other side. They push through the wall. They take him down. Now the clock continues to tick. G2 have reassumed this site, but there's so many angles to worry about, so much util to worry about. Verno works his way back through. It's dapr and pwny. Find their way into the kill feed. And Oxygen, their numbers are starting to dwindle. Scuba can only get one, and he needed so much more. Now that spike being stuck as the paint shells go out. ShahZaM to push up and take the fight. Wippie survives for just... That got awkward for a second, but it ended up working. Oxy takes that space, pushes forward, but Verno and randyySAVAGE are done with the disrespect.
Okay.
G2 continue to push up forward. Scuba deals with dapr. Now ShahZaM with the rifle is usually good for multiple. But the classic in a 1v3, it's a very tall ask.
Cover going out.
Until the players are low here, but for this Omen, very difficult, especially with the way the Oxygen like to play together. I mean, all 3 coming from the same angle. Oh, takes care of the first one.
randyySAVAGE next up. Still low in HP, but he will survive should he had fallen. pwny, the healthiest of them all. A very scrappy site take. Early fight, that turret will go offline. Scuba catches Oxy just behind dapr. Now the backstab is there, and sure, Wippie is finally starting to come to fruition here. Okay, never mind. dapr has been activated as Verno hops onto the spike. You look to get this one halfway. No, he hops off for just a second. This is dapr's round. Wippie. Oh, man. An interesting smoke. It allows dapr to play around it. He gets good damage, but unfortunately pays for it with his life. The rest of the team is out towards A, however. And he gets one back. Inside tree, randyySAVAGE does it for 2. It's all up to Oxy and ShahZaM.
10 seconds
Scuba
left.
low in HP. That's the kill to be found. The spike yet to be planted. A beautiful flash. Now we'll see the spam if there is any. A reveal from the recon bolt. ShahZaM will find one. And Verno just back away from it all, but instead Verno actually gonna try and help him out here. Oxy to take that position.
Oh,
wow, paranoid
come
paranoia.
on.
Penny just gets so unlucky in this situation. Mitch hears that accuracy by volume. A couple of body shots later, and 2 players fall. Meanwhile, Scuba on the opposite side. ShahZaM smoke.
Enemy remaining.
Does eventually get there. Still alive with 48 HP. Tosses out all the util. It's going to force this rotation right into Verno. This is a lot of targets to worry about, though, and they were not ready for the Sova up close and personal. So they'll try again. The defense is here. Mitch just going to spray him down. The paint shells will help him out. And Wippie's got 17 HP this round. But when you look at the credits that are left over, the next buy isn't going to be full.
Oh, yeah.
And this round is anything but pretty for G2.
2 already down, ShahZaM and Penny. Not gonna be alive for what is left of this round. Still G2 trying to play it, trying to get something going on, but getting spotted as well towards A.
Okay, Oxy
Distraction
on that damage early in the round. Yeah, and Dapper's allowed to survive. He's only got 3 HP, but he's still alive. Could still be a problem. That's exactly what he's doing. Lockdown available, vulnerable is Mitch. So much tossed out this way. G2 fighting their way back on into it, and the rocket gets nothing. What a round from Oxy thus far. With 30 seconds left on the clock, they have to get that spike planted. And look at the health bars here in the 3v2.
So low. So low. Verno has to take advantage of it. At least makes the numbers even.
Just messing around, hoping to get something, but G2 no. You can't even give a shoulder here. You'll just get wallbanged down. Too wide on the swing is Verno. Oxy can't close out the kill, and Wippie does it again with 17 HP once more. No, he just gives up his position, and Verno will happily collect on that information, finds a kill, and Oxygen push us to map and series point. Spinning, go lockdown for lockdown. They're going to try and force the plant here, that being G2. Ooh, lockdown actually destroyed, I believe, paint shells. Went out and did the trick there. So the defense held at bay. The attack just successfully taking this site. Oxy backs away from it all somehow with his life. We go blast pack for blast pack. Viper's Pit down, and Scuba the first to fall here in the retake.
The Viper's Pit should keep them alive and safe for a little bit longer as the time starts to run out for Oxygen with 4 players alive.
And Oxygen, they can just send caution to the wind. It does not matter. They have rounds to play with, so they're going to try and play in the chaos, but it's just not working. Pwny decaying down.
Already on the C site. I mean...
Oh, wow. Okay, dapr. Dapr had the largest job, probably the toughest job, and he does it with ease. Catches Scuba on the shrouded step, finds Mitch before he can be traded out.
Oh, yeah.
Verno, though, I mean, 3K after 3K. This has been Verno's map. He's looking to secure it here. Oxy has the ult available. He's going to use it to try and clear out this B site. Wants to go deep, wants to go aggressive. Snakebite at his feet. He'll hang on to this one. A baby lockdown to force the defense away for now. But there's just still so much to worry about here. A blast pack, a couple of shock darts. randyySAVAGE only having a judge isn't the best weapon. Having a situation like this, that spike will tick. That door swings open. Back away, and they're just not playing together at all. Wippie left on an island. It's the long con from Oxy, and you hope that it pays off. The judge is up close and personal. Wippie deals with the first. The back is turned. Pwny there for the trade, and now it's all up to our 1v1, our head-to-head, and Oxygen and Pwny will do it. They win it out here. A 3-game series, a poetic finish between our duelist players. And that will do it. Oxygen 2-1 over G2 Esports.
And started with that 1v1 between the two duels.